Hello everyone, I'm Jenni Matthews, Head of Marketing for MRI On Location for Footfall Analytics, formerly known as MRI Springboard, and I'd like to share with you the monthly highlights from the last month. MRI Software is a leading provider of real estate software solutions that transform the way communities live, work and play. MRI's open and connected AI-first platform empowers owners, operators and occupiers in commercial and residential property organisations to innovate in rapidly changing markets. We have been a trailblazer in the PropTech industry for over 5 decades, serving more than 6 million users worldwide. In this short webinar, we take a look at footfall performance throughout November 2023, where footfall remained steady from the month before, thanks to a boost over the Black Friday period. Adverse weather conditions at the start of November, combined with a surge in consumer activity on Black Friday, resulted in a modest 1% increase in footfall in November from October across all UK retail destinations, versus a slight month-on-month decline in footfall of -1% in high streets. Despite a challenging start to the month, with the return to school following the half-term break and Storm Ciarán causing disruptions across the UK, this represents the strongest month-on-month result since 2017. This may well be attributed to the Black Friday sales towards the end of the month, the final pre-Christmas payday for many, and the attraction of nationwide festive events that drew consumers to retail destinations. While footfall has been weakening year on year in recent months, it was encouraging to see this improve across all destination types to a flat level. Despite high streets witnessing a marginal decline of 0.7% from 2022, this is still an improvement from October when it was 2% lower than last year. With such a turbulent month, the gap from the 2019 level unsurprisingly widened to -11.2% across all retail destinations from -10.8% in October, and high streets saw this decline to -12.6%, which would primarily have been driven by the bad weather at the start of the month. Despite high streets witnessing a -1% decline in footfall in November from the month before, a more in-depth analysis of high street footfall shows a positive picture in that activity rose in 3 out of the 4 weeks in November, with a double-digit boost in the week of Black Friday of 10%. This indicates that the investment which many towns and cities have made in Christmas lights and enlivenment, markets and events are serving their purpose in attracting visitors. The start of the month, which saw a decline in activity of around 8% from the week before, is likely to be attributed to the adverse weather conditions. High streets experienced a marginal weekday increase in footfall of 0.7% from last year, versus a weekend decline of -3.6%. This suggests an increasing number of people are heading into the office and maximising their time by heading out at lunch or after work to engage in festive celebrations and maybe even some festive shopping. If we look at high street performance at a regional level, Wales and Scotland appear to suffer the greatest setback, with the gap from the 2019 level widening to -20.4% and -18% respectively in November. Again, much of this is likely to be attributed to the poor weather at the start of the month. We now take a closer look at Black Friday performance. Across all UK retail destinations, footfall during the week jumped by 7.9% against the week previous, providing retailers with a much-needed boost. Much of the uplift was driven by Black Friday itself, with destinations benefiting from increased footfall throughout the evening period. High streets led the charge with a 10% rise in footfall in the week of Black Friday, followed by shopping centres and retail parks. This suggests that many town centres which have invested in festive decorations and events are attracting visitors to their locations. This performance compared to 2022 is much stronger, as footfall rose week over week by only 3.2% for the same week last year. Central London and large city centres fared well in the week of Black Friday from the week before, with rises of 16.4% and 10.8% respectively. Historic towns, which also offer festive markets, also stood out with a rise of 13.4% from the week before. Regionally, footfall rose across the country, during Black Friday week. However, the South West, Scotland and Wales were the clear winners. The pivotal trading month for retail is upon us, and retail destinations should approach this with enthusiasm following the week-on-week uplift in footfall for Black Friday. This signals the beginning of the countdown to the big day, and while shoppers are still looking to maximise the savings they make, it's clear to see that the investment in festive attractions this year is paying off in terms of driving footfall nationwide. Despite planned rail strikes and disruption from the 1st to the 9th of December, many towns and cities are embracing the festive spirit and are expected to introduce free parking on selected days as we edge closer to Christmas Day, which will act as a catalyst for high streets and driving footfall. These initiatives extend beyond just financial savings for many, presenting consumers with the opportunity to create memorable experiences. If these monthly insights have whetted your appetite for more, then be sure to head online to subscribe for our benchmarks and get them delivered to your inbox weekly or monthly, or check out our resource library for the latest on-demand content. Thank you so much for listening.